go on the record at this time. Officially on the record now, my name is Scott Summers, General Counsel with the Nebraska Department of Education. Been appointed to conduct the rule hearing this morning, the subject of which are proposed revisions to NDE Rule 24, that's 92 Nebraska Administrative Code, Chapter 24, Regulations for Certificate Endorsements. Today's date is Thursday, January 19th, 2017. We are located in the State Boardroom of the Nebraska Department of Education in the State Office Building in Lincoln, Nebraska. The legal notice of this morning's hearing was published in the Omaha World Herald on December 16th, 2016. Normally at this time I read a series of guidelines for citizens and other parties that may be before us this morning testifying in regard to the proposed revisions, but seeing that there are no persons here except Nebraska Department of Education employees, I'm going to dispense with that. And I will just have Nebraska Department of Education member Sharon Cott of the Adult Program Services Program Section describe and explain the proposed revisions to Rule 24, and I believe also submit some written testimony from Adult Program Services employee Pat Madsen. So Sharon, take it away.
Thank you. And my name is Sharon Cott for the record, and I serve as the Senior Administrator for the Adult Program Services team. The revisions to 92 NAC 24 have been developed through involvement of the Adult Program Services staff members, and the changes have my approval. I do need to disclose a non-substantive change that needs to be made to the hearing draft being discussed today. Section 006.47A and 006.47C need to be changed to reflect the change from a PK6 grade level to become a PK8 grade level. These changes then will be consistent with 006.47B, specifically the initial proposed text language is 006.47A, grade levels PK through 8, with a red line on 6, and then 712 PK12, and then 006.7C, persons with this endorsement may serve as a counselor in the grade levels of the endorsement, and the changes to PK8 as opposed to the former PK6. Pat Madsen, who works with the Rule 24 processes, was unable to be here, and in light of her absence, we prepared a statement which I will present under her signature in a written form.
Sharon, just real quickly, without reading Pat Madsen's submission into the record, could you just maybe, in the event someone wanted to listen to the hearing and not read the documents, could you perhaps just hit the highlights on the bullet points of which endorsement provisions are being revised or promulgated?
Happy to do so.
Okay.
The most substantive changes in Rule 24 was to add grade levels PK6 and 712 to religious education, which in the current rule only authorizes a PK12 preparation, and this will provide institutions with more flexibility. The school counselor has probably the most substantive changes in that we, after much discussion, eliminated the requirement of 2 years of teaching experience prior to being able to add a school counselor endorsement to the teaching certificate. And secondly, the change in the school counseling reflects a pathway for individuals who come from other counseling professions to access school counseling in an alternative pathway. These changes were thoroughly vetted in that we spent a couple of years discussing these changes in a variety of constituencies. Bottom line, the change was addressed the change was made to help address some pretty severe shortages of school counselors in Nebraska school systems. We are hopeful that this will help to increase the pipeline of those individuals. Work-based learning was formerly cooperative education, diversified occupation. It reduces the requirements to 3 semester hours, and it essentially is an endorsement that gives individuals, potential teachers and existing teachers, opportunities to learn about the skills of being in a workplace so that they can then translate those to students that they may supervise in PK-12 settings who are in workplaces. This is done in light of the increasing number of career academies, where we're finding many teachers out there working with students or sending students out into work-based experiences, and we want those teachers to be prepared with at least minimum levels of understanding strategies to best encourage learning, and also to understand some of the labor laws and safety laws that surround young people being in workplaces. And then the superintendent, this was done in light of a conversation with educational administration leaders, preparation people in particular, to harmonize the language between Rule 21 and Rule 24. Rule 21 is about a month behind this version of Rule 24, and so when both of them are done, they will have a much more similar look and feel to them, although the changes actually are not substantially changing practice that's already in place.
Okay.
We needed to make a clarification on the provisional special education endorsement, not a change in practice, just to clarify our intent. And we have updated Appendix C, which is the list of tests, to reflect some additional approved test titles. And then, of course, there's always some non-substantive changes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I don't believe there's probably anything else. We've pretty much covered it, and there are still only NDE staff in the hearing room. So with that, I will close the hearing. Thank you.